All right, welcome to a demo of the newly updated uh, Sellozo software tool for Amazon sellers and brands who need to do PPC and automate their PPC. So you'll notice here on the left-hand side, you'll notice a lot of tools that we have access to. Dashboard, product view, PPC manager, financial reports, autopilot, DSP manager, client scripts, activity log, support, refer friend, admin. Cool. So when we first connect to a seller's account, we import the last 60 days of data. And the first tool that we have here is called the dashboard. The dashboard just kind of shows their account overall, how their sales are doing. You can look at PPC sales versus organic sales. Over here on the right column, I like to look at this to show everything that the account's pulling in, all the FBA fees, commissions, cost of goods you can add, shipping classifications, all that's going to be in here so the seller knows exactly how much monthly profit they're pulling in. You can see right here at the bottom. Moving down, the next section is our activity log. The activity log shows the seller how many bid adjustments Sellozo is making. So Sellozo will make bid adjustments on the keyword, on the campaigns for the seller automatically in hopes to achieve a certain ACoS goal that the seller sets at the campaign level. So this is showing the seller over the last 30 days how much bid adjustments we have made for them, how many new targets we have found. Targets can be anything from keyword or a product targeting, and how many negative targets we created. So again, we do these automatically. And then the next section is their inventory. You can see their inventory here. This gives you an idea of how long their inventory is going to last, when they're going to sell out, how much stock they have in stock at Amazon. So it's just a good way of seeing how their stock's performing. There's also other tabs up here that they can click on and see individual SKU analysis as well up here at the top. You can see what campaigns are not optimized, need more budget, raise targets. Those sections are all there for them to look at as well. This last one is a heat map or a recent sales map of where all their orders are coming from. This looks at where their recent orders are being placed based on zip code. You can kind of get an idea of where popularity of your orders are being placed. And then over here on the right, this is a live order stream. So that's the dashboard. The next section we're going to look at is going to be called product view. Product view looks at all the individual SKUs that this account has and gives you SKU level data so the seller can make decisions on whether they need to reorder or if they need to raise their price. They're able to tell that by looking at this section here. And these top sections here, these can all be changed. You notice these are all different. I can change these. I can click on this and I can click, show me different conversions or show me different organic sales or whatever. Sellers can change these and change their hero cards so that the display is different. For whatever reason, this seller has chosen to show these, so we're going to keep it just like it is. I got this account in demo mode, so things like product and SKUs and ASINs are going to be hidden, so they don't look, so you can't really tell what the product is. But moving down the line here, this is one product on Amazon. So this is a single product on Amazon. And sellers are able to look at their sales overall, what their fees are on these. They can add their individual cost of goods by simply clicking this little button here and update cost of goods. And you can add your cost of goods in here to the Sellozo tool, and you can find out what your profitability is. PPC ACoS, total ACoS are things that we also calculate. Here's all your FBA inventory image stats, and here's all the ad performance. So this product doesn't look like it's running many ads at all. As I scroll down, you'll start to see those numbers increase a little bit. Here we go. We got something here. So you got PPC performance, inventory, and you're able to track ACoS, ROAS, and total ACoS. But this is, again, product view. Product view just shows all individual product level stats. So sellers can come in here and look and see how individual SKUs are performing and get an idea whether they need to raise price, reorder, maybe liquidate, look at their bestseller rank. All that's going to be done in here, and each individual product has their own set of data, as you see here on the screen. Next one we're going to look at is called PPC Manager. PPC Manager is really where Sellozo lives and thrives. It's the best tool out there for Amazon ads, and it's proven over and over again. We get agencies and sellers coming to us constantly looking for a tool that will optimize their ads based on a target ACoS. And so what we've got here is these are all campaigns over here on the left-hand side. This is the optimizer showing the seller that these are campaigns that we are currently optimizing. And this is the target ACoS that the seller inputs inside the app. So when a seller joins Sellozo and uses Sellozo, the first thing we want to know is what is their target ACoS? What's their target ACoS need to be for this particular campaign? After they input that target ACoS, the next thing we want them to do is come over here and turn on the optimizer. And you can do so just by simply clicking this button here and clicking this button here. And these turn on the tool here. So you just hit the checkbox, and you're able to turn on the Sellozo optimizer. Now, what happens after that is that sends a signal to our optimizer that this campaign is ready to be optimized by Sellozo. So what ends up happening is the optimizer goes into this campaign and it starts making bid adjustments on this campaign for the seller automatically every day, all to reach with the purpose of reaching that target ACoS goal that the seller set. So you can see here on my screen here, I just pulled up some recent activity log. You can see the recent changes happening day by day by day by day. And you can notice it's just a few pennies here and there, but it adds up because it does this once per day. So we're making bid adjustments once per day to this campaign, all in hopes to get a target ACoS. Now, this seller's been with us for years. We've been around since 2017, and this seller is probably one of the first sellers we've ever worked with. So this campaign is pretty much optimized. It'll raise bids every now and then, up a penny or two. But looking through the account, you notice that a lot of the goals are being met, with the exception of a few campaigns on here. Most of these campaigns are reaching target ACoS. So with this one here, the target is 5, the current ACoS is 10. We can simply look at this and get an idea of what's happening to the campaign. And again, we're just raising and lower the bids to try to achieve the target ACoS for the seller, and it does it every day. One cool thing about Sellozo is we've created a way for sellers to create their own flow inside of Sellozo. So we import your existing campaigns like you see here, and then we have a tool called Campaign Studio, which allows sellers to link up their existing campaigns inside the app. So this is an example of some type of linkage that would be happening. So what you could do in here is you can simply link up auto campaigns to manual campaigns to another manual campaigns. And what you're able to do is create your flow system. So this is an auto that's linked up to a manual. And inside here, the seller is creating a broad match keyword and it's sending it to this ad group inside the manual campaign. Again, I got this account in demo mode. So these aren't really ad groups, but this is what the rule would look like. The source ad group from the auto, when a search term converts one time, I want to create a broad match and I want to send it to this ad group inside the manual campaign as a broad match. And what you can end up doing here is create multiple links that just link multiple campaigns together. So now I could change this one and maybe I want to make this a phrase match because I've linked it from the broad manual to a phrase manual now. And maybe I want to make this one over here from a phrase. I can make this one an exact match now. So I can just leave it just like it is versus exact match. So I'm able to link multiple campaigns together. Another thing I can end up doing here, and I'm going to just delete these rules so that these don't click together. Another thing you can end up doing here is you can also add your sponsor brand campaign. So if you've got a sponsor brand video ad that you're running and you're trying to add more keywords to it, and you haven't found a way of doing that, because right now you currently have to do that manually. But with Sellozo, you can actually come in here and you can link your auto campaigns to your sponsor brand campaigns. And now you've got a keyword research ongoing flow happening in the background where now your auto campaign is adding more keywords to your video ad. Your video ad is getting seen more. Your products are getting clicked on more. Your conversion rate's going up. Your sales are going up. If you have a well-optimized listing, all by just linking up a video ad or your sponsor brand headline ad to this auto campaign. And you can do this from multiple campaigns. It doesn't necessarily just be one. You can link it from a manual can go there. You can link another manual to itself. The opportunities are endless here. As long as there's an entrance arrow where it says link target and an exit arrow where it says create link, you can link up any campaign that you want to together. And then you control the transfer of the keyword based on number of conversions that happens for that independent search term or keyword. So you can go all the way up to 10 and choose your match type as well. So this is really powerful. 7-8 figure sellers are using this tool to create their own system, to create their own flow, so that when they create or when they create a new product or when they have a new product, this can be something that's already set up for them. And so we've also added that way to do that, where you can create your own template and then save that template inside Sellozo, so that when you launch new campaigns, you can redo your template and don't have to do it manually. So on the campaign groups tab up here at the top, this is where you can come in here and go to our studio templates and click on this, and you can end up creating your own template individually. So this is kind of an example where you have an auto campaign and a manual campaign, but I can add multiple campaigns in here, keep adding them and add, whoever I want. This can be a phrase match. I can do call it P, or I can add another video ad in here and keep it all linked. I can link this all up. I can create my own flow. And what ends up happening is, as I launch new campaigns inside Sellozo, you'll see here, we've created a bunch of templates that you can already use that we've created in-house, but you can also use your own template. So this guy, if you notice, is auto manual PT at the top left. When I launch a new campaign and I create the advanced feature, this is going to import all the seller's products that we have in the account. So we're going to import all the SKUs, and you can see this seller's got almost 2,500 SKUs. So it does take a little bit to load, but this is going to import all the SKUs inside the account. And then what the seller can end up doing is pick the SKU that they want to advertise. So as this loads, remember, this is pulling in everything from Seller Central, and it's pulling in all the products you have. And so based on the account, however long this takes, but we're pulling in all the SKUs, even your new ones, so that you can come in here and decide, hey, do I need to run new ads for my new product, or do I just want to run ads on my old products? So as this loads and it gets done here, you can pick the individual products you want, or you can pick a batch of them. And the next section you can do here is click the next button down here at the bottom. As I scroll down here and hit next, back to that template the seller made, you can see it says custom seller templates right here, auto manual PT. This is the same template that the seller made. So as you make your own template, you can save it in here and then just reuse it for every new product you launch, or even new products you currently have. But these are the templates we currently have. So if you pick one of these templates, what Sellozo is going to end up doing is it's going to launch you an auto campaign first, and then it's going to launch you 3 manual campaigns automatically, just based on this template I selected. But there's other templates in here you can choose, but I'm just going to use this one to show as an example. And so when I hit next, I'm now inside the auto campaign. And the thing that we want you to tell us is, what is your budget for the auto campaign? And then what's your target ACoS need to be? I tell sellers a lot, set this a little bit higher than normal, especially on a new product. I would probably even go a custom number like 100% or even 90, just to get more traffic to the listing. And then you can always lower this at a certain time. But if you set this too low, just remember, this is dictating the number of impressions and number of traffic you're getting to your listing. So if you're trying to increase sales, I would suggest setting this number relatively higher. 50% is a good number to start with. But again, if you're launching a new product, I would even go higher. Bid strategy. So we've got 2 options here: conservative approach and aggressive approach. The conservative approach will make bid adjustments for the campaign up to 10% a day. So you notice I said up to. It doesn't mean it's going to be 10% every day. It can be 5%, 6%, 8%, but that's the max is 10. The aggressive approach will go up to 15%. So I like using the aggressive because you get that extra added 5% there. But you can use 10%, or you can do the conservative or the aggressive, whatever you want to do. And then normally I leave the max bid empty. We're trying to find the ideal bid for this particular campaign, so I suggest leaving that empty. You can also add keywords. If you've done keyword research and you want to add keywords to these manual campaigns, you can do that. But if you just want Sellozo to run the auto campaign first, and then find those search terms that convert, and then move them to this manual campaign, you can do that as well. So when Sellozo creates the auto, this is going to be a broad, phrase, and exact. Sellozo will create you broad match here, phrase match here, and exact match here. But if you have keywords you want to add, you can simply just click on the campaign here and just add keywords down here at the bottom. Simply select the match type you're looking to do, put your keyword there, click your bid over here on the right, and you're up and rolling. Now at the launch summary, Sellozo is going to show you what's actually going to happen here with the campaign. So you'll notice this is the product that we selected. This is the structure we've got going on. So we got an auto to a broad, auto, broad, phrase, exact structure. So as soon as the auto campaign gets conversion, boom, Sellozo launches you 3 manual campaigns all at one time, and they're all going to be 3 separate match types. So broad, phrase, and exact. And we're moving those search terms to these 3 campaigns. What's really nice about this is not only will that move it to these 3 manual campaigns, but after the keyword converts again in the new campaign, Sellozo will automatically go back to the auto campaign and make it a negative exact for the seller automatically. So you don't have to worry about negative keywords as well. It's going to be done automatically for you. So if I come down here and I click launch, what's going to end up happening is the auto campaign is going to go live first. And then once the auto campaign gets a sale, you'll notice 3 manual campaigns will change their status from incomplete to delivering, and those will now be live. So campaign creation is really fast inside the app. You can also create your own template like we looked at earlier. You can have your own template and save it inside here as well. So that's just one way to launch campaigns. What we've done recently is we've created a tool called Autopilot. Autopilot will will do this for you. And all you have to do is to simply tell us what product you want and what your budget needs to be. So it's super fast. So again, I just pick a product. So this is the ASIN I want to advertise. And you know, so this is step 2 is here. Step 2 is just saying, okay, how much budget do you want to spend? So I want to spend $1,000 on this campaign. And you'll notice here, we will take that and move that around between the number of campaigns we're about to launch for you. So if the keyword discovery is low, the minimum limit is 1 plus 2, the number of selected products. So, and 3, 4, 5, so on. So what this means is the low structure is going to be 3 campaigns. The first 2 are going to be auto campaigns. The first one's going to be an auto campaign linked to a manual exact match campaign. And then we launch another auto campaign that we call a catch all campaign. This is a campaign that, like, for gold panning or just try to find different keywords. It won't spend a lot of money, but it's just there in the background to kind of find what other search terms that the other auto may not get. It's a good strategy. The medium will do 3. It's an auto, and it's 2 autos again, followed by a phrase match, followed by an exact match. And then the high is all of them. So it's 2 autos, followed by a broad, phrase, and exact. So it launches all of them. So I like to use high just because I like to test out search terms with different match types. So if I choose high and I put $1,000 here, I put my name here, name, and then what we end up doing is we take that $1,000 and we spread it across however many campaigns we launch for you automatically. In this case, it's going to be 5, 2 autos and 3 manuals. And then you just pick your product and pick your target ACoS and click apply. The rest of the things that we're doing in the background, the linking up is already being done. The negative keywords are already going to be done. The target ACoS is already set, campaign level. The bid adjustments will happen automatically for you. The day parting is going to happen automatically for you. We haven't even touched on that. We'll also add a little bit of top of search multiplier for you automatically. So this is a really fast way to launch campaigns without a lot of inputs in it. You just tell us your budget, pick a target ACoS, and click apply. Once we do that, you'll see the campaigns. They'll show up in PPC Manager. I mentioned day parting a little bit earlier, just a few minutes ago. Let me show you what that looks like. So we've also created a tool called day parting that will pause and unpause the campaign for you automatically. And the one that I want to talk about is our AI feature. So Sellozo created this AI feature for hourly ACoS data. And so what we end up doing here is if the campaign is no longer hitting the budget, we will start to cut out hours of the day for you to make sure the campaign stays in budget the longest. So when your campaign is hitting budget, we will automatically begin trimming back the hours your campaign runs for a given day to ensure that your budget remains available throughout your peak sales window. If your campaign no longer is hitting budget, the system will automatically start re-enabling those hours in order for the order they were removed. We will analyze the data from yesterday's performance each day and add or remove 1 hour per day to ensure that your advertising budget is fully utilized. So what I want to point out here is this is doing this 1 hour per day. It's both pulling hours away, but it's also re-enabling them if the budget is not being hit. So the trick here is that if the campaign, if you're constantly running out of budget, you wake up at 10 a.m. or whatever time you get up and you notice your campaigns are out of budget already, there's a good chance that you wasted a lot of your ad spend early morning hours. So what we can do is turn on the AI day parting feature. And what Sellozo will end up doing is it'll start to go in here 1 hour per day, and it'll start to like stop the campaign from performing during that particular time frame based off of this sales map that we're about to show again. But it'll do this for you 1 hour per day. If the budget is not being hit, it'll just turn that back on for you. So it's not only pausing and unpausing campaigns, but it'll turn it back on if the campaign is not hitting budget. Again, this works really well if your campaigns are constantly running out of budget. This will be a tool where we will automatically pause hours for you so that the campaign stays longer in budget, so that you get the majority of your sales, so that you're ranking higher, getting those clicks, getting those conversions. So this is a really powerful tool where not only will we automate this for you, but we're also doing the bids for you. The negative keywords are being done automatically for you now. The transfer of keywords are being done automatically for you, and we've got the budget taken care of for you. So all aspects of Amazon ads, the transfer of keywords from one campaign to the next, we've got that covered. The negative keywords from one campaign to the next, we've got that covered. The bid adjustments happening every day, we've got that covered. And now we're focusing on the day parting, delivering the campaigns based on your recent sales map. That's being covered. So a lot of the factors inside Sellozo are being automated, which leaves the seller, you still control the budget on the campaign. So these are areas where you control how much you want to spend. You can control that on autopilot. We move that budget around. You noticed earlier I put $1,000 in there. We move that budget around, so that's taken care of for you. But if you want to control the budget here, you can as well. Okay, so this is a lot of the meat and potatoes. Right here it is, the PPC manager. There's other ad groups up here at the top: product ads, targeting, search terms, placements, campaign groups. Ad groups are showing all the ad groups. Product ads are going to show you what products are being in there. What products are you advertising? Targeting is going to show you all the ASINs and keywords that you're targeting. Search terms are going to show you the search terms within inside the campaigns to see what customers are searching for. And placements is where you're doing top of search, product page, all that stuff's being pulled as well. So that's PPC Manager. Moving along, we got financial reports. Those are also showing overall financial report data. Again, this pulls in account level data and just shows you how the account is performing overall. This pulls in everything from the last 30 days currently, but this will show everything from all the FBA fees, all the inbound shipping fees you can add, any other expenses you want to add. Here's kind of an idea of how this looks. But this is showing you all the account level data. And you can download this as a CSV and save it, but everything that's in here is going to be a line item so you can see how the account is performing overall. So a lot of good data in here. And this is just an extra bonus, excuse me, that our sellers like using because it shows them how their account is performing overall. And then moving it right along, Client Scripts is a new tool. You notice I missed over DSP. DSP Manager is a tool that we use in-house. So if you are interested in using the DSP, that's something that we have to do for you through our own account. You can simply just contact us through our website intake form, and we can get you set up for that. Client Scripts is a way for sellers that have their own algorithm or their own rules or own script that they want to build. They can build their own script inside Sellozo. So things like I want to increase my bid value by a certain number. I want to apply it to all campaigns, and I want to find search terms that have this name in it. You can find that stuff inside here. You can build your own script using our rules that we got in here. So if I click this actions button again, you can see our rule template. You can download that, definitions. And then when you import that rule, and once you create your own spreadsheet, you can upload that inside Sellozo, and the script will run for you every day between 7 and 9 a.m. Central for you, and it'll do it automatically. So if you're one person that likes to have a really in-depth flow or a really in-depth system that you've got that you like to use, we can accommodate that inside Sellozo. But the optimizer is going to be the best option there. The optimizer is something that's been proven and it's been working for years for sellers. Just go look at our Google reviews or our Trustpilot reviews. It's something that we track. And it does really well. We always update that. Activity log is going to show you activity on the entire account. So that this is over just the last 7 days. So over the last 7 days, we've made almost 6,000 bid adjustments, 25 new targets, 5 new negative keywords that were created. So this is just something where you can just see how the account is performing overall. And then lastly, into the peer support. If you ever need some support, just contact us. Knowledge-based videos as well. And there's also videos on each tool that you'll notice here at the bottom left. So that's the in-depth look at Sellozo. If you want to look at it more in depth and have a call with us, definitely check out our website. Just book a demo with myself or the team, and we can go through it again and answer any questions you may have. And then we also have a 14-day trial. So if you want to see this data with your own account, simply head on over to sellozo.com where you can just request a demo first, and we can get you set up, and then we'll get you set up where you can look at your own data and see how things look for you. So that is it. That is the demo. If you have any questions, definitely reach out to us. But thanks for checking us out.